Hello all. It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the lady that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be presenting to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. Y'all please excuse my nails, honey. I'm in the process of like switching them up, changing them up, doing them over, and I just haven't got around to it yet, okay? But you're halfway. But anyway, so you start off here with the Emperor. This is a masculine energy, okay? This could be someone who's a father or a father figure. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I have my fan on. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm in my room tonight, guys, okay? So let's see what's going on here. So like I said, we have a masculine energy here. This is, the Emperor is usually someone who's a father or a father figure, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. However, this is a masculine individual, okay? The Emperor ties to a lot of different energy. This could be someone who is powerful, who has stability, security, someone who's a leader, an authority, a father, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But with the Emperor, we do know we're dealing with a masculine individual, okay? We also have the Ten of Swords here. So there's some type of betrayal, okay? Disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, like fatal ending in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Some type of backstabbing type of energy, failure. The Ten of Swords is all about failure, rock bottom, or someone hitting rock bottom, a dead end, a final chapter, or some type of a breakdown, some type of ruin of some kind. But usually the Ten of Swords is like ultimate betrayal, okay? It can speak to hate crimes, cruelty, brutality, a multitude of different things, guys, okay? We have the King of Wands here, okay? This is going to be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo masculine individual, okay? This King of Wands could be this Emperor as well. However, this could be someone different here, okay? But there's an Emperor here who could be dealing with some type of betrayal, disloyalty, or sabotage, okay? This could be because of a fire sign masculine, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or they are this fire sign masculine, okay? But there are some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions, okay, as it relates to a situation. I'm also seeing the Lovers here, guys, okay? So the Lovers usually speaks to one's choices in lovers, okay? It can speak to a union, compatibility, a connection of some kind. It usually speaks to sexual situations, even though it's called the Lovers. The Lovers card don't really have anything to do with actual love, okay? It's like the sexual card of the tarot, okay? So something is definitely going on as it relates to some type of sexual connections here, okay? Whoever this Emperor is dealing with some type of burdens, hardships, or problematic situations, okay? They're feeling overloaded. They could be stressed, worried, depressed. They could be on the brink of collapse here. There could be, you know, have a lot of responsibility or a lot weighing on them in some type of way, okay? Somebody is feeling overwhelmed, okay? Something has gone over the limit. Somebody is overloaded by something. With this Ten of Wands energy, which speaks to burdens and hardships and problematic situations, okay? Whatever this ultimate betrayal has caused some type of conflict or defeat, okay? Some type of hostility, plot twist. Something could even be abusive in nature here, okay? With the Five of Swords being here. This King of Wands could be dealing with something. We got the Moon here, okay? So the Moon is all about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark, okay? Shady people, dirty dealings, illusions, fear, cover-ups, criminal activity even, okay? The moon speaks of deceptions, okay? Uncertainty, misconceptions, okay? Somebody could be messing with somebody's subconscious or trying to block someone's intuition, okay? The moon can also speak of instability as well, guys, okay? Something is going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind someone's back. Somebody could be dealing with anxiety. Somebody could be having some type of dreams, or their dreams could be being manipulated. Some type of illusions have been created. Okay? Either this King of Wands is doing something in secret, or maybe there's something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up that could be coming out pertaining to this King of Wands. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing solar eclipse here. So something has been eclipsed out. There's some type of big changes that are coming here. Spirit is saying. The solar eclipse is all about a catalyst for change. It's really almost, the solar eclipse card is really like almost identical to the death card, okay? Because the solar eclipse is all about things being eclipsed out. You know, major changes or abrupt changes, okay? Transformations, okay? A cosmic trigger in some type of way, endings in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, Spirit is saying. Okay? Oh my gosh. I'm seeing the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups wants to come out under Lovers. Oh my gosh. Okay. And you got Death at the bottom of the deck here. Something has to do with the... What the fuck? There's some type of death. Somebody... Wow. Okay. Wait a minute, y'all. Shit. I think something is in my energy field that... This happens from time to time. Y'all, please excuse me, okay? I was just watching something, and it's something really twisted. It's really shady. It is actually from a movie or a show that I was just watching, but it's based off of a true story. And I literally feel that, you know, figured out like the lies and deceptions and the trickery of the whole situation, guys. And I don't know if this was coming out in this reading or if this is something totally different here, okay? But the pages are children, okay? It's youthful energy, okay? So for the Page of Cups to be under the Lovers card here, somebody could have raped a young person, okay, and it could have led to their death. They could have raped and murdered this person, okay? Whoever this Emperor is, okay, they're dealing with some type of burdens or hardships or problematic situations here, okay, because of some type of ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, or ruin, okay, fatal ending, okay, due to some type of conflict, defeat, hostility, plot twist of some kind, abuse of some kind here. This King of Wands, this Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo masculine could be doing something behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind someone's back, but there's definitely some type of like deception and instability, okay? Some type of criminal activity. Something was done in secret, behind the scenes, behind closed doors. Maybe something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up has come to the light. And there's some type of extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions due to some type of big changes that are coming, that are happening in about 6 months. There's some type of change, some type of transformation of some kind. and I feel like this, like, is tied to a lover situation with like a young. This is a Page of Cups, so this would be a water sign child, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. The pages are. The pages are young people. And with death at the bottom of the deck, okay, the death card is all about an external, like, change, okay? It's about an abrupt change, an endings, transformations, somebody, sexual relations with someone led to the death of someone. Somebody could literally be... I'm seeing CIA. The CIA could be involved in something. Spirit, what else is going on? What else is going on? Yeah, I'm seeing your daddy's side of the family. Somebody's father's side of the family could be involved. Somebody could be trying to get out of the United States before it's too late. I don't know if this is coming up. I feel, yeah, I'm seeing fiery anger here. Betrayal. Somebody is mad as hell. Somebody could be outraged. Okay, y'all. This is either something that is currently going on with someone, or if I don't know if this is piggyback, because sometimes, like, because I'm an empath, like, I soak up a lot of freaking energy, even from other people, y'all, okay? So real quick, not gonna go into a long spiel here, but I just watched this show that's on what is it? What is this streaming channel called? I believe it's called, like, Apple TV, okay? The show is called Blackbird, okay? And it's based off of a true story. It only had one season and only about 6 episodes, I think. Okay, y'all. Long story short, in that it's based off a true story, okay? So these are actual events that actually happened, okay? These young girls were, well, they only found a couple, okay? But these young girls were coming up dead. They had been raped. They had been murdered, okay? And so they ended up apprehending a guy, okay, y'all? There are so many signs and symbolisms in this show, y'all, okay? But I'm going to give y'all the rundown. There were a couple girls that came up, raped and murdered. They found their bodies, okay? They had gone missing. They had been looking for them, and they found a couple of these girls' bodies, okay? And so they ended up apprehending a suspect for this, okay? But for the longest, like, they ended up holding, like, you know, holding this person, but, like, they didn't have definitive proof. Like, this person, like, it was said that this person would give, like, false confessions to certain things or what have you. Okay, long story short, though, but they ended up, like, apprehending this person. They was holding this person or what have you until their appeal. This person was supposedly, they didn't have enough evidence, so this person was going to get out, get released come time for their appeal, okay? But while this person was being held, a guy from another prison, okay, they ended up, and now this guy, he had got busted for, like, some drugs, for drug trafficking, and a couple weapons, okay? The other guy is being held for, like, rape and murders and shit, okay? But this other guy who got busted for, like, drugs and weapons, he was in a whole nother prison, okay? They had set him up on a 10-year fucking sentence, right? So the feds ended up convincing him to transfer to this other prison where they was holding this other guy to get close to him and to try to get a confession out of him. Now, y'all, throughout this entire time, not only was the guy that they're holding, I could clearly tell, had intellectual disabilities, okay? He has multiple disabilities, okay? Definitely mental disabilities, okay? And he was kind of, I could tell that off top, okay? The way he was being handled and the way different things was going on, I knew he was under mind control. I knew he was being used, okay? But I knew something else was going on, okay? Because of his disabilities, he wasn't very sociable. He wasn't sociable really with other people, okay? You know, having a lot of friends, dating, stuff like that, normal stuff that people do. I knew something else was going on. So anyway, I watched this whole show or what have you, and in the end, he ended up being, you know, he ended up talking to the guy that they ended up transferring to this prison to get close to him to talk. And he was talking about, you know, he was giving actual accounts to things, you know, certain people who was missing. He ended up drawing a whole map and all this other kind of shit or what have you. But he's a patsy, and he's under mind control. Okay, he's a very impressionable type of person because of his disabilities. He likes stories to be told to it, and he recants certain things that he has heard. Okay, but in that show, there was one time like his brother was coming to see him and different things like that or what have you, which I could tell was probably one of the main people that they was using to handle him and different things like that or whatever. There was one time I noticed when the brother visited him, the guy, and they was twins. Okay, they were like fraternal twins or something like that or what have you. He was asking him about them traveling together. So the two brothers was traveling together, and he mentioned picking up some girls, and he was trying to think of the one girl's name and all this other kind of shit or what have you, right? Well, it was another scene where the feds ended up going out to visit the other brother that was out at their home, and he ended up talking to them about a time that they was like camping or something like that or whatever, and they had a girl, and he ended up saying something about, you know how a girl says no but it really means yes, her body's really saying yes, and he tried to say that his brother ended up going over there with him. He looked up and his brother was, you know, having sex with a girl or whatever, and was looking different or whatever, and he basically sat there and he watched the whole thing or whatever. And I was saying the entire time, it's not Larry, it's Gary. You understand what I'm saying? The Larry guy, they ended up busting the Larry guy, and he's a fucking patsy. Because of his mental disabilities, he's obviously on antipsychotics and different things like that. They manipulated him, okay? He's under fucking mind control, okay? And they have brainwashed him. They feed him information. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. They put all these murders and shit on him. The science and symbolism was in the entire show. They set him up. The brother is involved the fuck too. Okay? The brother was the one. Who were doing these rapes and murders, and either his brother was telling him the different things that he was fucking doing, and the mentally ill brother was recanting these stories, because in the beginning he kept saying, oh, these are just stories, I'm having dreams. He would have blackouts and different things like that or whatever, because he would always be like, oh, when I wake up and I see I wake up and I see the person, you know, dead and different things like that, and he was recanting it like it was dreams or just memories and different things like that. He was being fed. You could tell he was being fed information, okay? But the brother was with him, okay? And I said from the jump, I'm like, either the brother was actually doing this and feeding him this information, telling him this stuff, or he was traveling with the brother and watching the brother do this, okay? The man is so... You could clearly tell he was a patsy. You could clearly tell I could anyway, under fucking mind control, and was being fed information, okay, and coached in some more shit or whatever. Not to mention the childhood that they had, like from a child, they lived at a grave site, okay. They had a grave site, and his dad would take him out there and make him as a kid. like unburied bodies and shit so that they can rob the graves and all this other kind of shit, so you got comfortable with seeing dead bodies and shit, like real fucked up as childhood, like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, guys, okay, I don't know if that energy is coming up in this reading, or if this has something totally different that has to do with somebody else or what have you, okay? But this guy definitely know about the murders and different shit like that or what have you. I'm telling you, if any involvement he had was learned behavior. He either learned from his father or he learned from his brother, okay? Because them the only people that he could confide in, okay? The only friends that he had, okay? I'm talking about the show, guys, okay? But this was based on a true story or what have you. So y'all go and watch that. It's called Blackbird or what have you. And I'm like, this. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm yelling at the TV the entire time because I'm like, this is total bullshit. The brother was involved, okay? And he ended up like making these little blackbird, like these little like crow like type of birds or what have you. He ended up sending it back home, mailing it back home or whatever. He even had these maps that he would draw out these maps and, you know, put the dots in the different places and different things like that where bodies were and different things, and he sent it home. And they showed the one scene where the father was burning the maps and the little bird things that he had sent and shit like that or whatever, which lets me further know that they are aware that this shit was going on. I'm trying to tell you, they just pinned, he was a patsy. They pinned it on him because he was mentally the fuck ill. Okay? But like the signs and the semblances was in every fucking thing, y'all. Y'all watch that goddamn show. You will see what I mean. If you have eyes to see, if you are awakened, you will see what I fucking mean. He's a total patsy. He did have detailed information that wasn't made public information. So that means he either had to been there, seen it, or was told the fuck about it, or what have you. But I'm trying to tell you, he didn't have the intellectual properties to be sociable with these other, you know, these individuals and different things like they saying he was and different things like that or what have you. Like, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. But I'm telling you, it's the brother. It's the brother Gary, okay? And they set him up. They set him up. And they end up using the brother as to play on his mental, you know what I'm saying, all a part of the mind control. Like the signs, I'm telling you, you've seen 33s and 3s and 6s like everywhere throughout the whole things. This is another reason I knew that the powers that be was behind this shit. He was under mind control, okay? And whatever he did do, he was triggered to fucking do it, man. I'm trying to tell you. And when it came down to it, he was the one alone by himself that went down for the shit. But I know his fucking brother's involved. And I know his fucking father was aware of the shit as well. Okay? Yeah, satanic powers that be, shadow government. So you got the CIA, the satanic powers that be, and the shadow government here. Okay? Any other messages, Spirit? So anyway, I just told y'all about that real quick because it's interesting that this heavy of a reading would come out right after I just got through watching that show, okay? But this could be about something totally different, okay? There's an emperor individual who could have, this emperor could have ultimately betrayed and stabbed this king of wands in the back, who is in, you know, extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions about a lover situation here, okay? Now this emperor is dealing with some type of burdens or hardships or problematic situations due to their abuse or a plot twist or some type of hostility or defeat about something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up, okay? There could be there's some type of solar eclipse with some type of big changes that are coming, that are happening. Some type of change, some type of transformation, okay? As it relates to a young individual here, okay? And death is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be feeling insecure, Spirit is saying. Somebody is the devil in disguise. Spirit, what else? What other messages? Somebody all up in somebody's business, but I'm seeing all up in your business, but everything about them is top secret and classified. So somebody could be all up in somebody's business, but everything about them is top secret and classified here. We got doctor here. Another thing that let me know in that show that I was watching, that this guy was under mind control, was the way he was being handled. Okay, now they was holding him in the prison that he was in. They was holding him. He in there for as a serial killer, as a, you know what I'm saying, murderer and rapist. Okay, but when I tell you he got fucking special treatment from the moment he was there, I'm talking about he was all in the wood shop, all in the library, all working on the electronics and different shit in the place. You know, the control over janitorial services, and you know what I'm saying, nobody fucked with him, nobody bothered him, nobody attacked him, nobody fucked him, like none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm like, who gets fucking treatment like that? This is a fucking alleged, you know what I'm saying, killer, rapist, and shit like that. Young people or whatever. And I'm like, the way he was being handled by the authority people involved also let me know that he was under fucking mind control. Individuals who are under severe mind control, who have severe intellectual disabilities or any type of disabilities or mental illness, and they're under mind control, they're being handled by the fucking government and shit like that or whatever. They handle them way different than they would some regular everyday average Joe as individual, where they don't have any ties to any dealings with what they cry. I'm trying to tell you, he is the fucking patsy. They put all those fucking murders and shit on the fuck him. And he was fed fucking information, detailed information that was not made public information about those fucking murders and different shit like that or what have you. It was made to believe he was doing certain things. You could tell he was kept saying something about having these dreams, having black, you could tell in different places he was having blackouts and different things. And when he would come to, after the blackouts, when he would wake up, these certain individuals would be dead and shit like that or what have you. But you have to watch the show carefully because it gives you little subtle hints. When him and his brother is talking, they were traveling together and had picked up certain girls. And they talked about it in one of the fucking visits, okay? Then when his brother was talking to the feds, he ended up letting slip up a time when they was like hanging or camping or something like that, and a girl or whatever, he was like, it was the way he said it. You know when a girl says no, but really their body is saying yes, and different shit like that. And it was also another comment that the brother had to make to the brother, that the brother was talking to the brother that was locked up was talking about how girls get wet, and he had never experienced, like he didn't have, like, he was so different, and because of his disabilities, he never had like a real girlfriend, real social engagements with other peoples like that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that he's a part of, it was learned behavior. It was either taught to him, or he seen it, or it was taught to him, or fed to him. The information was fed to him. He was such a storyteller that he would talk about things, different places. Like there were different people that was popping up dead, and the police, and the local police in certain areas, they were saying that he was just a serial confessioner. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would confess to certain crimes or whatever, and then they'd be like, oh no, he's just confessing just to be confessed because he wants attention. Everybody knew that he was mentally ill and shit like that. And so all the local police had him deemed as like this serial confessioner. You know what I'm saying? That would confess to stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't do, and different things like that or what have you. Where they end up making a certain case stick on him about a one girl that came up the fuck missing because he ended up giving details that wasn't made public information. Okay? But I'm telling you, he was being fed information, and at the end, when the prisoner guys, he ended up, you know, talking to him about all kinds of stuff and making this map and saying this where all the bodies was at. He talked to him about a lot of stuff. So they end up setting the other dude up and up throwing him in the hole and all this other kind of shit because he ended up wigging the fuck out. When they finally got to him and he relates to the feds and the counselor person, what dude had done told him or whatever, because that was his deal. They would let him walk on his 10-year sentence if he could get the other dude to confess. It was a whole setup along. So his appeal ended up getting overturned. He ended up staying locked the fuck up. They tacked these charges on him. They never did find the other people's bodies, but they ended up charging him for, you know what I'm saying, these murders and different things. He stayed the fuck locked up. And then at the end, his brother come to visit him, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? They had him doped up on all these different medications and shit. His brother come in there, totally different conversation. Now he done switched up on him. Oh, you deserve to be in here. Those girls. You know what I'm saying? Now feeding him. And his brother, the dude that was locked up, the Larry dude that was locked up, because the one brother was named Larry and the other one was named Gary. Okay? The Larry that was locked up, he said, not you. Not you too. Talking about Gary, because they finally had the brother to flip on him. Now he brainwashing them and convincing them, oh yeah, you did kill those girls. You did do it. Filling up his head. To getting him to getting him to confess to all these people's murders. Yet they never found the bodies. He was a fucking patsy. And it's really the Gary brother who told him all that shit, who showed him all that shit, who he was traveling with when he picked up those damn girls. I'm trying to tell you, the feds fucking know it. They set dude up. Anyway, look, human traffickers, satanic ritual abuse, MK Ultra mind control, secret spy. I'm trying to tell you what I know, man. Y'all go watch that movie. It's really like almost like a series type of show, but it's only one season. It only has like 6 episodes. It's on Apple TV. It's called Blackbird. Go watch that shit, bro. I'm telling you, and it's based on a true story, real events, true events, actual real people. Okay, I'm telling you, it's set the fuck up, man. I'm telling you, he was under fucking mind control. Somebody could be sneaking and creeping. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages as it relates to the situation? Somebody's under mind control, and somebody has been satanically has been satanically ritualistically abused, and they're under mind control. Just like the Larry that guy that I was telling you about, that they got locked up for all the murders. He didn't do that shit to himself. Either his brother did it with him, or his brother just told him about the murders and shit like that. But I'm telling you, his brother and his dad know the truth. Okay? He didn't do that shit on his own. He don't have the intellectual capabilities of, he didn't even know how to talk to girls. Okay? I'm trying to tell you. Human traffickers, satanic ritual abuse, MK Ultra mind control, secret spy, sneaking and creeping around. And I'm telling you, the powers that be is in on this shit. The powers that be is in on that shit, man. He was a fucking patsy, and he was under mind control. Yeah, I'm seeing collaborations and contracts. Look, your family, fake friends, no good, ex-lovers, and the government came together to try to destroy you. I'm telling you. Family disloyalty and betrayal. Bribing the judge. I'm even seeing crossed over spirit here. Something is specific about somebody who has died. Okay? Could be a young person. Okay? The blues here. Somebody got the blues. Somebody lost. Somebody sad. Somebody in misery. They're spreading lies. Police brutality. Spirit, any of the messages? Any of the messages, Spirit? Somebody is suffering in silence from trauma caused by no good family. Blood sacrificing family, lovers, and friends for money. Smear campaign. Dream manipulation. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? And y'all also, I'm also seeing money here. Somebody could have got some type of payout or something like that, or what have you. Somebody close to somebody is an informant or a spy for the police or the feds. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing dark coven. Somebody could be a double agent. Y'all would be surprised as to how many crimes that have been committed. I'm talking about major high profile crimes that have been committed. Notorious shit, okay? That the satanic powers that be, the shadow government, the elites, the feds, and some more shit is involved in, and they done put that shit on some random ass fucking patsy, mind controlled ass fucking patsy, and it made them take the fall for the shit, bro. They have them under mind control, they dope them up in some more shit, and they put that shit on them, and nobody fucking believes them. Rumors. Spirit, any other messages? Somebody turned their back on you. Spirit, any other messages? Therapist. Something is significant to somebody's therapist. Yep, that's what's going on here, guys. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages? Bad vibes all around. Somebody's trying to get overseas. Somebody's trying to get out of the United States because of this information that's coming out, or maybe something being found out or something like that, or what have you. Spirit is saying. I'm seeing white male here. Drug traffickers. Any other messages, Spirit? Demonic possession. Any other messages, Spirit? New World Order. Any other messages? Yep. So that's all the messages I'm gonna pull from this deck, guys. Okay. I'm seeing midnight here. Something could be going on midnight, late at night. Okay. Something sneaky, freaky, creepy. Okay. Could be going on. Spirit is saying as well. Yeah, but that's what's going on here, y'all. Spirit, clarify this Emperor with the Ten of Wands. Why is this Emperor dealing with a heavy load or on the brink of collapse, Spirit? Why is this Emperor dealing with a heavy load or on the brink of collapse? Dealing with some type of burdens, hardships, or problematic situation, Spirit? Whoever this Emperor is could have been involved in something or had a connection to something for the purposes of money. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing the World here. There's some type of completion of a cycle here. Something has gone full cycle, full circle. Something has come to an end or something. So this Emperor could be dealing with some type of burdens, hardships, or problematic situations here. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing ego here. Somebody may have a big ego or something like that. Somebody could be chained to the devil. Somebody is doing a lot of shady, shicey things behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind someone's back in secret. There's some type of illusion. Somebody got some type of dependency. Something about materialism here. I'm seeing the Chariot here. Somebody could be traveling, trying to travel, relocate. Somebody could be picked up or apprehended or something. Spirit, clarify this Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. What is with this betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, fatal endings? Okay. This conflict and defeat. So we clarify the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords. What is this? Four of Swords, Five of Swords. Somebody did something for money. Somebody ultimately betrayed someone, sabotaged someone, ruined someone, stabbed someone in the back for the purposes of money. I'm seeing the Six of Earth here, okay? So the Six of Earth is all about generosity. It's about giving and receiving, okay? Somebody could have received some type of gift of generosity, some type of charities, donations, generosities, windfalls of finances, money, or resources, okay? And this is the reason why they betrayed someone, they stabbed someone in the back, they ruined someone, ended someone in some type of way. But whatever this ultimate betrayal and disloyalty, it has caused some type of conflict. It has caused somebody to be defeated in some type of way now, okay? Due to some type of abuse or hostility of some kind. Spirit, clarify the King of Wands and the Moon. Clarify the King of Wands and the Moon. Yes, something had to do with a large amount of money. Somebody received a large amount of money to betray someone. Spirit, clarify King of Wands and the Moon. What is this King of Wands and the Moon? So I'm seeing the Five of Waters. Okay, so whoever this Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo masculine could be in sadness, loss, disappointment, or regret. Okay, due to some type of secret thing, something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up could be coming to the light. Okay. Yeah, something pertaining to the past here with the Six of Water here. The Six of Water is all about nostalgia, the past, memories, okay? Childhood, nostalgia type of energy, things from the past, okay? Yeah, this is the reason why somebody's in extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions, because there's some type of big changes that are coming within the next 6 months. Some type of transformation, some type of change here. Somebody is in sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret because of something from the past here. There could be some type of swift, fast communication, message, news, or information as it relates to these lover situations with some young people. This is the Page of Cups. So lovers with the Page of Cups, right? There was some type of swift, fast communication, messages, news, information. To clarify the lovers and the Page of Cups. Somebody could have been abandoned, neglected, and left out in the cold. There's some type of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition that's got somebody in mental conflict, stress, worried, depressed, dealing with anxiety, having sleepless nights, being taunted and haunted by ghosts of the past, can't eat, can't sleep, can't think. Spirit, clarify the lovers with the Page of Cups. Three of Swords here. So whatever this lover situation's in the Page of Cups here, there's some type of heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish, loss, disappointment, tears, sorrow, or something here. So there's something that, I'm telling you, something has gone full circle. Something has come to an end. There's a completion of something. Something has come to an end. Maybe with some type of payment, compensations, monies that somebody was receiving. Now they're in sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret about something from the past that is heartbreaking as it relates to someone's death. Okay, we got the Strength at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's trying to stand their ground and trying to have strength, courage, faith, confidence. Because his wheel is turning. due to some type of betrayal, some type of ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, or ruin. Somebody could be in need of help, healing, recovery, recuperation, hospitalization, or some type of shit like that. Somebody could also be dealing with some type of marital issues. Spirit, clarify the world. Clarify the world, Spirit. Okay, so there could have been a group of individuals, okay, that collaborated together. There's some type of completions, some type of endings. Something has gone full circle. There's been some type of accomplishments or completion of something. Spirit. Yeah, they're going to King of Wands again. This Emperor could be this King of Wands. I'm seeing the King of Fire wanting to come out again. Yeah, look, I'm telling you. There was some type of lies, deceptions, manipulations, trickery, fuckery. The Seven of Swords is all about deceptions, betrayal, manipulations, trickery. It could even be about, it's like the liar, cheater, thief card, okay? And I'm telling you, there's something significant to some type of swift, fast communication, messages, news, or information as well, guys. Something has come to an end due to some type of somebody receiving some type of swift, fast communication, messages, news, or information. I'm telling you. Spirit, clarify. Why is the Six of Earth, Ten of Earth here? Yeah, I told you. There was a group of people that collaborated together for the purposes of money. Whatever this betrayal, this disloyalty, this sabotage, this ruin, this fatal ending, this stabbing someone in the back, this making someone hit rock bottom, making someone look like a failure, they're causing a breakdown, a final chapter, a dead end to someone, was due to abuse, was due to hostility, plot twists, abandonment, neglect, and all other kind of shit, and it was done for the purposes of money. And there is a group of people who are involved. I'm telling you, something has been publicly recognized. Spirit, clarify the Five of Water. Clarify the Five of Water. Why is the Five of Water here? Why is there sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret now? Yeah. Why is this Five of Water here, Spirit? Yep, I'm telling you, because something has been publicly recognized. The Six of Fire, it speaks to recognition. Look, okay, and the Moon is at the bottom of the deck. Something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up has come to the light. I'm telling you. Give me one more for the Five of Water, Spirit. Give me one more for the Five of Water. Yep. Justice. It's some type of legal situation, legal matter that's wrapped up in this situation here. Okay? This King of Wands been doing something, trying to keep something secret, hidden, or covered up. And something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up has come to the light. And it has to do with criminal activity of some kind. It has to do with some shady things, some evil things, some wicked things, some dark things. I'm trying to tell you. Spirit, clarify the Six of Water. Why is the Six of Water here? Yeah. I'm seeing the release card here, which is the death card in this deck here. If somebody is already imprisoned or locked up for something, I'm seeing somebody, with the 8 of air and the ace of air, somebody could already be imprisoned or locked up or something, but there's some type of truth or clarity. Some type of truth or clarity, awareness, or insight about somebody who is locked up or in prison or something here. I'm seeing the death here, okay? Whatever this situation, and we already got the death out here, so I'm going to see if there's one more card here. Yeah, somebody was abandoned, neglected, and left out in the cold. Somebody also could have been put under a spell. Somebody used some type of witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo on someone, mind control on someone, manipulation on someone. Yeah. Something to do with the family, tied to the family here. They're going to King of Fire again. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo individual here, okay? Now this fire sign masculine trying to defend themselves, protect themselves. Very defensive, hostile. Trying to shield and protect themselves, okay? Because this person is dealing with some type of conflict, defeat. Hostility, plot twist here, okay? This motherfucker was involved in something, okay? And it may have gotten put on somebody else or some type of shit like that or what have you. Somebody could be feeling trapped, stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation, unfreedom, locked up in prison, but there's some type of truth or clarity, awareness, or insight. It's like somebody was set up and they was locked up. They was sabotaged or something on purpose. Could have been locked up, okay? That's why I feel like, I don't know if this is a different situation or if this is like, you know, information is coming out about what I just freaking seen. Because sometimes, you know how you see something or experience something and still be in your, you go on to do something else or move on and something still be in your energy? That happens all the time. Spirit, give me clarify the 6 of water. Clarify the 6 of water. Clarify the 6 of water. I'm telling you, this has to do with a child from the past. Several of them. Seeing a page of water, the page of air. Any other messages on the 6 of water, Spirit? There's some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions. There could be multiple persons that's involved. I'm also seeing the lot of pages. A lot of pages. These are children, are very young people. I'm even seeing the Knight of Wands here. This could be a teen. Spirit, clarify. I'm seeing the 8 of water here. The 8 of water is all about change. It could be like a releasing, a letting go, a moving on, or walking away. It could speak of emotional unfulfillments. Okay? Yeah, there's definitely some type of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge, lies, deceptions, manipulations, trickery, okay, by a family of individuals here. Somebody could be in hermit mode. I'm telling you, look, 7 of air with the 10 of water want to come out on the 3 of air. So whatever this heartache, this heartbreak, this sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish had to do with some type of lies, deceptions, manipulations, or trickery by the family or a family or a large group of people here. Okay, this is here on the Lovers with the Page of Cups here. But this Page of Water, this Page of Cups came out again. Whatever the situation from the past with the Page of Water, the Page of Air, Page of Earth here. Overall energy, Spirit. Why is this Death card at the bottom of the deck? This could be pertaining to the deaths of persons or either somebody is about to die. If somebody's getting the word of somebody about to die or something like that, or what have you. So there's some type of conflict, defeat, hostilities, plot twists, or abuse due to somebody being abandoned, neglected, and left out in the call, Spirit is saying. Okay? Some type of conflict and defeat as it relates to the death of someone or multiple persons here, guys. Okay? That's what's going on here. Okay? But you got some heavy hitters. You got some heavy fucking hitters involved in this shit. The CIA came out here. The satanic powers that be. And the shadow government. You even got police brutality and bribing judges out here. Okay? I'm seeing your daddy's side of the family, somebody's daddy's side of the family. Okay? But I feel like definitely somebody was heavily manipulated. Okay? Whatever it is, this person with this daddy, their family, somebody's family's involved in something. Family disloyalty and betrayal. Okay? Yeah. There's a lot of people that came together to destroy someone, okay? And this is due to collaborations and contracts here. Persons was getting paid to set up someone here, okay? And I'm telling you, the person who was set up was satanically, ritualistically abused. They were put under MK Ultra mind control, okay? Yep. Yep, and this has to do with human traffickers who are the devil in disguise, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Somebody been sneaking and creeping around all up in your business, everything about them top secret and classified. Somebody trying to get out the United States, okay? Somebody feeling insecure now and they trying to get out the United States. Somebody fiery anger, they mad as hell. They're enraged due to some type of betrayal. I'm telling you, somebody got the blues, somebody sneaking and creeping around, crossed over spirit. This has to do with persons who have died. Somebody's doctors is even involved. They even had doctors involved doing things to a person, doctor, therapist. Okay? Yeah, demonic possession. I'm trying to tell you. Seeing human traffickers, drug traffickers, the devil in disguise here, bad vibes all around. New World Order, dream manipulation, okay? Yep. Got double agents and different shit here, man. CIA, satanic powers that be, the shadow government, doctor, therapist, double agents. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody was set up for money. Okay? Yeah. They blood sacrificed. They basically set this person up to be the sacrificial lamb for money. Okay? Yeah. Suffering in silence from trauma caused by no good family. Somebody turned their back on you. Smear campaign, betrayals. They're spreading lies. Y'all, it's a lot here, bruh. It's a lot here, okay? So whether this is coming up about the situation that I just seen on that show that I was just watching, y'all definitely go and watch that, or this has to do with another situation here, okay? If this has to do with some random other situation that's coming out in this reading, guys, okay? Somebody is definitely responsible for it looks like the rapes and murder of some young people, but this shit could have been put on somebody else who was satanically, ritualistically abused, put under mind control. It was manipulated, put under possession in some type of way. And I'm telling you, the CIA, the satanic powers that be, and the shadow government is involved. Doctors and therapists is involved. Okay? That's what's going on here, though, y'all. Okay? Somebody, this group of individuals could have gotten some type of swift, fast communication, message, news, or information went to this group of individuals who collaborated together for the purposes of money. They've been getting some type of money here, okay? Yeah. This communication to this group of individuals that collaborated together for the purposes of money could have came from the justice system, somebody in law enforcement or government or something, okay? Yeah, pertaining to these individuals here, okay? And some type of lies and deceptions from the family, or I'm telling a large group of people here, but something, there's a completion or an ending of something here pertaining to some type of money, which is causing some type of sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret as it relates to something that went on in the past that caused some type of heartache or heartbreak or sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish, guys, okay? Yeah. And if somebody has already been set up on something, especially if they are like in prison or something like that, or what have you, I don't know if they're going to try to kill this person, okay? This death is either about a death of individuals in the past, or the death of somebody that's involved in this entire situation, about to die, about to come up dead or something like that, or what have you. But some type of information that got out, okay? But there's some type of completion, an ending, okay? Because of this emperor here. Yeah. Whatever monies that somebody was receiving for something, there's like some type of end being put to it because of this emperor, and their ultimate betrayal here of someone here. And that's the reason for the sadness and the loss and the disappointment and regret, okay? Yeah. Okay, guys, so I hope this gave y'all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may know that someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, you can do so through Cash App, $tipdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.